A group of nonprofits are urging the city and state of New York to act quickly on legislation to protect New York's most vulnerable residents.
They believe that President-elect Trump is going to make some sweeping policy changes that will impact low-income New Yorkers, people who are homeless, and migrants. Lisa Rozner has more.
Rhonda Jackson says she went from being a station agent on Rector Street during 9/11 to later being homeless because of the trauma she experienced.
When the planes hit, and I just lost it, and so I was floundering for a couple of years.
She says a voucher program is the reason she now has a home in Brooklyn. And she joined advocates on the steps of City Hall Wednesday to call on the state to expand funding for housing vouchers in the first 180 days of President-elect Trump's term. The nonprofit WIN unveiled Project Hope, an action plan for state and city government in response to what they say are anticipated budget cuts to homeless services and increased deportations.
New York is not a sanctuary state. We should have the whole state be a sanctuary state.
What we're seeing currently, though, is stepped up enforcement within the immigration courts.
The nonprofits are calling on the mayor to repeal the 30 and 60-day shelter limits for people who arrived recently to the country.
We fear that ICE will stake out intake centers to watch for undocumented people as they are sent back.
Last month, Mayor Adams met with the incoming president's border czar, Tom Homan. The mayor was asked about it on 94.7 FM Wednesday.
We want to always give people a pathway to the American dream. We want those who committed serious crimes not to be allowed to stay in the country.
Governor Hochul's team referred us to these comments made in November.
They're here legally in search of asylum, and that process will play out. But there are other people who commit crimes or are known to be criminals before they arrived here. When those are identified, I'll be the first one to help get rid of them.
Advocates say they hope to meet with city and state leaders in the coming weeks. On the West Side, Lisa Rozner, CBS News, New York.